Ladies, it is possible that even though you're a Christian, even though you are a strong believer, that you might be missing an essential ingredient in your spiritual walk, in your daily life. And that essential ingredient is this: fellowship, encouraging fellowship. You cannot do this thing alone. I know that from personal experience. I was a strong believer most of my life, and yet when struggles came in my first marriage, I didn't tell anyone about it. I don't know what it is about us that we tend to not share the deepest, darkest burdens of our marriages. And so I was trying to go it alone. Just me and Jesus will get this figured out. But I really needed to be able to bounce what was going on off another godly woman who could pray for me, who could encourage me, who could speak truth into my life instead of me just listening to the enemy all by myself and just hearing the lies of the enemy. I needed another godly woman to speak truth to me, to speak encouragement to me. Because here's what happens. When we are in a kind of a vacuum all by ourselves, we're kind of like a playground for the enemy to be speaking into our lives, saying, you just need to maybe spend more time talking to that guy at work who seems to really understand your struggles, and he seems so encouraging. And yeah, that's just a little trick from the enemy. And I needed a godly woman in my life at that time to point that out to me so I wouldn't go down the wrong path. Maybe you're hearing a little lie from the enemy in that moment of discouragement in your marriage or discouragement in your life in general. That little lie from the enemy: just go spend a bunch of money buying new clothes. That'll make you happy. Or just eat that whole bag of double stuffed Oreos. That'll make you happy. Yeah. Not so much. But when we're all by ourselves, just left to our own thoughts, with no godly encouragement, no godly correction, no one speaking truth into our lives, man, that's just a lonely and often dysfunctional road that we're on. Hebrews 3:13 puts it this way: but encourage one another daily, so that none of you may be hardened by sin's deceitfulness. We need regular encouragement. I'm encouraging you to connect with another godly woman, someone at your church, someone that you know that seems to have a strong faith in the Lord. Be the one that initiates a coffee date or even just a phone conversation where you say, could we be prayer partners? Could we kind of share what's going on in our lives for real and maybe pray for each other once a week on the phone or get together to pray? I need that in my life. Would you be that encourager for me? And I'll be the same for you. We're not meant to walk this road alone. Find encouraging fellowship.